I know what it's like to have almost no space to create. No spare table, no designated storage, and no spare room. This studio space is going to be completely portable so that you can set it up on any table and clear it away quickly so that you're able to make space to eat, to study, or whatever else it is that you need to do. Drawing on a horizontal surface isn't really advisable. You'll quickly end up with backache and neckache. So this is where a table easel comes in. Getting the right position to draw at and the right surface to draw on will really transform your small studio space. I used to have one years ago, but to be honest, it wasn't very good. Nowadays though, they're inexpensive, simple to use, and take up very little space. I recently visited a friend and she was using a tabletop easel, and I was honestly so surprised by the quality for the price she had paid that I decided to reach out to Cowling & Wilcox, and very kindly they have sent me one to show you guys and test out in this video. This is the A2 Lexington Workstation. There's also a smaller version available in A3. I personally prefer going with the largest desk easel size that you can physically fit onto your table. And this is because it means you can rest your hand on the easel and avoid straining, which is incredibly important if you plan to spend hours in your little studio. You don't need to worry about the easel taking up most of your desk space, because later on I'm going to show you a clever way to stop the pencils rolling onto the floor. Cowling & Wilcox are now offering you 10% off everything in their online art shop, including this easel. The link and details are below. Use the code WELCOME10, and just so you know, this isn't an affiliate link. Okay, so the drawing surface is sorted. It's an adjustable surface and it's smooth to work on. But now we need to try and find space for your materials, both to store them and to have them out on the table without them falling off onto the floor and breaking. Luckily, this is super easy to sort and it costs around $5. Your storage can be as simple as this. Another simple trick for storing your pencils is to do this. Now, I'm not suggesting that you check out all your knives and forks, but if, like me, you've got a drawer full of things that you no longer use, like that spiralizer someone bought you 10 years ago, then maybe it's a good time to get rid and make space. You might just find that you've got enough room for a new cutlery organizer, and instead of filling it with knives and forks, fill it with pencils. These tubs are actually from IKEA and cost less than £1 each. A cutlery organiser would do the same thing and allow you to organise your pencils by colour group, which makes it much easier to simply grab what you need and get to work. Once you've got your storage sorted, you need to have a way to organise your materials when you're actually working with them. Small studio spaces are all about organisation, so we need to get this right. I found the best way to organise pencils is with some pick and pluck foam. You can find this all over the internet for less than $5, and it's really the best thing since, well, sliced foam. So lastly, we need to talk about the scary one, lighting. So if you're working after hours and it's already dark outside, you're going to need an additional light source. And to be honest, I use an additional light source even in the daytime to avoid straining my eyes and make sure that my work is properly lit. You will want a daylight bulb, as you're probably already aware. But you want to make sure that the position of this bulb is correct, and also make sure it's not too bright, because that can also cause glare and then strain your eyes further. So getting your lighting right is really important. Not to mention, we haven't got a lot of space to play with. So I'd use a clip-on daylight lamp that will take up none of your precious table space and give you the light exactly where you need it. I decided to reach out to the folks at the Daylight Company. They make lighting for all sorts of people, and artists are one of them. So I asked them if I could take their Easel Lamp Go for a test run, and they very kindly sent me one to test. I found it really easy to set up. It just clicks into place and can be disassembled and put into a bag that takes up next to no room. The neck is fully adjustable, so I can get just the right angle for working at, which is particularly important when you're a little bit sensitive to light like me, and you can sometimes find that artificial lighting can give you a headache. Because I was able to adjust the angle of the light and also the brightness setting, it has 3 different settings, I can avoid headaches while also making sure that I'm able to see my work. It clips onto my easel really easily, but also very securely, so it's not going to slip while I'm working, and offers up to 4 hours of light if it's not plugged in, which I think is really good for the amount of light that you're getting out of this. It can give you up to 1,000 lux at only 30 centimeters distance from your work. The Daylight Company are offering you guys 20% off this Easel Lamp Go using the link in the description below. And just so you know, this isn't an affiliate link. If you're working near a window and it's not north facing, then you're going to want help diffusing the light. North facing windows are the best to work from if you've got one. You won't get direct sunlight through one at any point during the day, so you get an even diffusion, which is perfect for working from. For troublesome windows, take some of your crystal paper and tape it over the window. This is going to diffuse the light and will reduce the glare if you struggle with it at certain times of the day. Providing you get your surface comfortable, your storage accessible, and your lighting clear, you're good to go. It really is possible, whatever your space, to have a studio feeling and let your creativity run wild.